Yo, we are live on Sunday afternoon. Just gonna play a league or two of goblins now that we're back in the city. Going with regular old deck list. I should only have about 2 hours, so I don't think I'll be able to fit 2 leagues in. If I start a second one, I probably won't finish it. But there's no prelims that I happen to catch. So we're just gonna play a good old-fashioned Goblin League. I just got back to the city from my parents. I'm here in New York. Had a nice festive family get together. It's Easter Sunday next week. I'm probably gonna be out of town again, so I don't get to. Yo, how you doing? James Dub, good to see you. So I probably won't get to play in the weekend tournaments again next week. And then, after that is my girlfriend's birthday. I actually don't know. I don't even know what day it falls on. The Tuesday, so I guess I might be able to play in that one. We'll see. I'd love to get into a challenge with this thing again. The first challenge I entered with it went fine, 4-3, you get your money back. The second one, I basically went 4-3, but I didn't get my money back, unfortunately. But I've been playing a lot better since even then, so. And the deck has been feeling better positioned. Wow, is there maybe we're not going to be playing leagues right now. Alright, if there's a prelim on right now and we're just getting like the dregs, I might not continue this league and just do something else on stream, because I'm trying to see when the last prelim was. I can't. You used to be able to see like in progress events here, but I don't know if you still can. Name is Jundillion, man who loves card advantage and considers himself skillful. This hand is, I mean, these two cards are good. This is good against control, but there's too much nothing going on here. This hand has a little bit, about just as much nothing. We're gonna mulligan, and this is a good hand. This is actually a legitimately good hand. I think you throw back the Mog just because it doesn't do anything. Are you playing Sea of Thieves right now? Because maybe I would do that. I just don't know. I gotta take these upkeep stops off. Oops, I did mine twice. I thought I did his the first time. Alright, so this guy's playing, it looks like blue-red control. It's probably not Blitz. I'm gonna run out the Crater Maker instead of the Snoop. Just because we can't even play Harbinger right now, even if we had the chance. The thing is, I don't have that long to play Sea of Thieves. I only have till around 4:30, so we couldn't get into anything too long. But I would. Alright, so this is This is Living End, and this is a great draw against Living End, Skirk Prospector. Ideally, next turn we draw a land so I can play Skirk and Conspicuous Snoop, but we don't get there. I might do that anyway, considering that it's Living End, and we want to combo next turn, and that allows us to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the Skirk Prospector, and then we're going to sack our Crater Maker to get the Snoop into play. Now, whether we drew the land or not, we would have been able to play Harbinger next turn. And if he Living Ends, we can sack all our creatures and then still combo off. So, let's see. So this is that an instant speed? Is that what's going to go on? Wait, Glass from Hulk. I've never seen them play this card. Yeah, so he's going to Cascade. When he puts Living End on the stack, I'm going to... So, he's dead. He doesn't know it yet, but he is dead. We're going to get all our creatures back. And, I guess just in case, I can pop this, since we're like... Wait a second. Oh, it's not colorless. Okay, so it doesn't... I almost made a mistake. But he's dead here. Do you guys have Valheim? I actually don't think I could play Valheim with you guys, but it's curious because that I play Valheim a lot with my girlfriend now, and it's like it scratches a lot of the same itches as Sea of Thieves, but the player versus player aspect isn't there, like where you just go and you kill somebody for all their stuff. You can play it that way, but I haven't been. 7. I think this is already 13, but now I know it is. Turn off auto yields, takes 2 clicks. If I ever get emotes, 2 clicks is going to be one of them. Alright, so here, you can't board out any Skirk Prospectors. Crater Maker theoretically sacrifices itself. You might want Terminates. Relic is obviously amazing, probably way better than Terminate. Things that don't work and are too slow. I'm not sure if there's anything, to be honest, but we need to find room. We want to be able to combo basically all the time. Mogwai Marshal goes into the graveyard on its own. Crater Maker can go into the graveyard on its own. Munitions Expert out of the graveyard is good. I guess you can shave a Ringleader. And you could probably shave a Kiki. Although I'm afraid to do that. Because drawing one really sucks. Maybe we just shave a Vial and both Pyres, because we need to get out on the field early. And even though that puts them in the graveyard, it's like really just too slow. You're not going to get 4 mana. Especially on the draw. This tastes like old tea, this mug. Which isn't bad, but... Okay, you have to keep this hand. Because you have turn 1 Relic, which is a big deal, and turn 1 Vial. So I'm gonna name Goblin here, and we'll go turn 1 Vial, and then turn 2 will Relic, and we'll reveal the Munitions Expert. I mean, maybe Relic was what I should have done, but you can pop Relic. Like, we'll see how many creatures he gets in the graveyard. Him forcing us to pop Relic is, like, decent for him. Am I coming back later? Maybe later tonight. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna make dinner with my girlfriend and then, I'm gonna make dinner with my girlfriend and then I expect sometime around like 9ish she won't be here. Him cracking that fetch land with this on the stack was very smart of him. Obviously now if he living ends, he forces us to crack our relic. So we would have gotten one creature out of his graveyard. We would have gotten this Desert Ceradon. And it's these hexproof creatures that really matter. So it's a little bit strange that he's piling his graveyard full. Alright, so he just concedes. He can't beat one Relic of Progenitus, we've learned. He probably didn't find the land, or maybe another. He really just has to hope for us to make a mistake in that position. Because if we wait for him to put Living End on the stack to crack our relic, then he's kind of shit out of luck, and he loses 6 creatures. Not that he's not cycling to find more, but he has to take some time and load up again. And we had ways. We had things going on. We would not obviously. I think we would play the Sling Gang Lieutenant ASAP to get a sack outlet on the board. But I'm not sure that we would have had the time if he stuck it out. I should post in the Discord that I'm playing a league with goblins. Whoop, you guys can see that. I wish I could like move it before this. There's blue sticks. Apparently there's a Path of Diablo announcement. Somebody was talking to me in mid-range. I gotta... Ah, fuck. Ding, ding. Oh, Tusowski Smuck. Done. I just want to post it again. I won the die roll and I would like to play first. I feel bad because I should be watching him. I'm gonna keep this even though I can't play Conspicuous Snoop on 2. It has the combo with the Vial, and I still get to play Crater Maker, and then hold up the Vial on 2. And Crater Maker can force some interaction or some awkward plays from most decks, so I think this is a solid keep, even though it has the worst land in the deck. We're going to pay the 2 life on the off chance that they have a shit matchup and we draw a mountain of some kind. But no, it looks like it's Death Shadow and we fucked up. By taking our life total from 18, we might have opened the door for Skyclave to be on the field, which is not ideal. We're gonna play the Crater Maker since it's like our only card in hand that we can play. Oh, that draw was really good too. Because now he doesn't think we have the Snoop, and he might do something silly. So we'll see. We'll see how that ends up for us. This could be Jund too, but I imagine it's like black-red mid-range. Yeah, okay, so it looks like Jund now. Could be Jund Shadow. Alright, so he nabs our Vial. If we draw a land, we're slamming Snoop. He knows how dead he is. If we untap with a Snoop. So when he doesn't concede to that, you'll know he's got the interaction and you'll play accordingly. Sometime. He's an upkeep stop player, which is annoying. I guess it's because he has Assassin's Trophy, but they've made it so easy to change your stops now, and like, so I mean, you definitely attack first. Not that it matters. And there's another Snoop on top, which is good. We're just going to keep forcing interaction out of him, and it may be tough for him to get on the board, especially with these lands in play. Tarmogoyf doesn't matter. He probably has Fatal Push, so we'll play the second Snoop and then try to untap with that as well. And just pass the turn here. He needs to have 2 interactive spells, I think, when when you have 2 Snoops in play. So he bolts one of them, not willing to wait for us to go for it, but he's only got 3 cards, 2 cards in hand left. Here comes a Bloodbraid Elf looking for a Cascade into a kill spell. We're insulated against Lily. We don't give a shit about Kroxa. Thoughtseize obviously rips the combo out of our hand. But then we get to play Sling Gang. But I imagine this is Bloodbraid Elf trying to check if he's really dead. Lily doesn't do anything. Ah, it's Chandra. Okay, Chandra's good. Chandra is good here. Can we... There's 2 damage. Alright, we can't hit him with that, but we can get this in play, and we threaten the Chandra next turn. And if he attacks, we don't even need to block, but obviously we have the block sack drain combo going. So he pulls the Boggart out of our hands, so I can't go put a Ringleader on top, which is maybe a reason we should have played it. But I think Sling Gang killing the Chandra was too important. If he gets like a Seasoned Pyromancer here, it's kind of rough for us. What did he get? I just exiled it, or Maelstrom Pulse. So we'll do this. The Chandra isn't dead, but it is at 1. We have a lot of good draws. That is not one of them. So I can force through 1 damage and I lose both my goblins. And I'm left with just a 1/1 goblin token, and his Chandra starts ticking up even more. Or continues ticking up. I don't want to lose this to a Kroxa, so I'm just going to play it. Or a Lily. we're both in top deck mode, but he has a Chandra. There are things for him to eat with this, but only one. Oh, he attacks? Interesting. I guess it's right since he can still save his Chandra. We'll take this one. We're gonna crack this. Try to thin the deck a tiny bit. And then we're really hoping to draw something like a Ringleader and not a Mountain. Here, I think you do this because no matter how he blocks, I can kill the other one. Yeah, so I'm actually fine if he blocked like that. Like as soon as he untaps with Scavenging Ooze, I can't do anything about this. So he's gonna tick up, and it'll look like, oh, if you had your thing, he just wouldn't do anything this turn. And like, yeah, he gets to now untap and Raging Ravine, but to be honest, oh, I guess we're just dead. I think we just put ourselves dead. But I don't think we were beating this on this turn anyway. Kinda maybe had to hope for him to make a mistake. What were we getting? Yeah, we weren't getting there no matter what we did, so. But this is a fine matchup for us. Crater Makers aren't that good. Blood Moons are decent. Jund is a little bit scared of Blood Moon, but you don't need to like go all in on it. Pithing Needle for Chandra is decent. Just having a couple terminate. I mean, we kind of grind them out anyway. So taking out 2 Harbingers, and probably like, I don't see Krenko surviving, but it could. I think that Chieftain is like likely really bad. I think I'm willing to take out a Snoop for 2 Terminates. I guess Fatal Pushes are probably just as good here, right? Fatal Pushes are probably better. Because, like, when you gotta get the 4-mana creatures, you can get a fetch land, and yeah. I think this is likely fine. Jund is a good matchup for us. You just have to play it slightly differently, not like this, though. On the play, this is okay. And going down to 5 is really bad. We're just gonna... I don't know. If I was playing tighter, I'd go to 5, maybe, but... Turn 1 Aether Vial will at least help us play our spells. We're, like, super fucked if he gets up to 3 mana really quickly, or he Abrupt Decays our Aether Vial. Actually, knowing that he has Abrupt Decay, I maybe should have not kept his hand. But we're really good if we draw lands. The upside of his hand is too much to give away. Of course, it's a 5-mana spell that we draw in our good matchup that I kept a bad hand because I don't like playing against Thoughtseize on 5 cards, which I think is the correct move, to be honest. But can't keep that 6-lander, but you can keep the 6-speller. Play this. No, we won't pay 3 life. I guess you don't want to just F6 because he has ways to destroy our Aether Vial. I mean, he likely doesn't have them, and that's why he... That's why he passed when he did. I wonder if we put in Mog War Marshal here instead of Snoop. I think we have to tick up the Vial, so I think we are going to put up Snoop. We're going to discard Kiki Jiki here. Because Blood Moon hurts him really badly. I'm going to put Snoop into play, especially with him having no lands. He could have just made a huge mistake. And we're going to tick up Vile. So he didn't make a huge mistake, but if we get to play that, we're in great shape. So we'll hit Lily. Next turn we get to grab a Swamp and Blood Moon, which I'm a fan of. We have obvious insulation against Lily. We'll even get to, in response, Violent Pashlik Mons to hit stuff. We're in decent shape. K-Command would suck here. But if he K-Commands without a land, and we just get to slam Blood Moon, I'm happy with that. So looks like a Bloodbraid Elf. Could be a Chandra. Alright. Bloodbraid Elf. Looking for Maelstrom Pulse or something similar. I don't know what I'm hoping he hits here. Maybe like a Goyf. Because Goyfs are pretty weak right now. So he hits Inquisition, which means that he's gonna take our Blood Moon. I like hope he takes the Pashlik Mon, so I'm gonna, like, maybe he doesn't have my library up and he doesn't think I'm gonna draw a land. But he kind of has to take Blood Moon, right? Like, is there a world where he doesn't Blood Moon? Yeah. Alright. I am not going to play this Pashlik Mons because Ringleader is too good. As neat as it would be to get the Pashlik Mons in play and ping the Lily with the upkeep trigger, it's really just too good to tick up Vile and get Ringleader. So no Pain Echo. Yes, tick up my Vile. Draw something good. Let's see. We don't have to get a yeah, we'll get an actual mountain. Alright. We can still just win off of this right here, because we can find a Boggart Harbinger. And we do. And we're gonna win. Unless he's one of those old school Jund players playing Slaughter Pact. I believe we win. Slaughter Pact was very good in the time of Twin. When I say very good, playable in the time of Twin. So you didn't lose. But here we have the combo. And this is one of the reasons I was afraid to pull a Kiki Jiki out. 2 really is the perfect number of these combo pieces. Not Harbinger and Snoop, but Kiki and Sling Gang. This is where the Jund player tells you you're lucky, even though I played a card that said, look at the top 4. Then it found one of my 8 tutors that find my other effect. He must know he's dead here. Did we win game 1? I don't think so, right? I think that was game 1 that we just lost. So 10, 11, 13, 14, 16. Alright, so that's enough. Of auto yields, takes 2 clicks. Make a copy of this guy. Find Sling Gang. So we win that game. He is forced to take Blood Moon. I kind of don't like Fatal Push as much as I did. Although, like, it really helps you against Tarmogoyfs. Like, if you just get to the long game, you're gonna win. And it's a fine top deck. And we only brought in 2 Blood Moons. It's not like we went all in on it. Maybe you take out another Prospector. Or, like, Relic. Although we're on the draw this time. So, like, a turn 2 Blood Moon is still really good. Yeah, well, I think we run it back like it was. The tracker says no. Oh yeah, you're right. I could have checked that. I didn't think so. This hand kind of sucks. Like, you have pressure, but you have 4 lands. And when I say you have pressure, you, like, kind of hurt a Lily or an early Tarmogoyf maybe, but I don't think so. I think you mulligan this hand. And this hand is much better, even though you throw him back to Kiki. It's just... You saw how threatening Conspicuous Snoop was. Like, this hand isn't fantastic, but... you're going to get to have a Vial up on 2 while having lands to flash the Munitions Expert. I don't think you can really complain about this. We are going to get Thoughtseize, and he's going to take the Aether Vial. But maybe he's really afraid and he takes the Snoop. No. There goes the Vial. You have to, especially now that he knows the contents of our hand, it doesn't matter what we reveal with Anti-Toggle, but you always have to play Black Cleave first because you can draw the other 2 Black Cleaves, and they're pretty bad when they come into play tapped, but it's not often that you do that, and it matters. How's it going, G-Bello? Just playing probably just 1 league here. Just a quick afternoon league. We already won match 1 against... So he knows I have this Snoop, and I imagine what's going on is that he has enough removal that he's going to try and tempo us out. I mean, I have to set this stop even though I know the Snoop isn't surviving. Is there a way to win with these infinite tokens on my upkeep? Sort of. You could reveal a Skirk from underneath. But yeah, there it goes. And unfortunately, I'm now drawing a Kiki Jiki, which sucks. This Matron is going to search for a Ringleader instead of anything else. We'll just grab a Mountain. We could have grabbed a Swamp there for the off chance Agadeem's Undercrypt, and it probably wouldn't affect us, but Swamp is the worst land in the deck. So you don't grab that when you have the opportunity not to. So if we can get this Sling Gang Lieutenant into play, we block this Tarmogoyf forever. And I think we're going to take 4 one more time here. Because if we draw a land, we're in pretty good shape. And we don't have to do anything like that. He's kind of low on life as he plays. He can make that Scavenging Ooze into a 3/3. Alright, so now we're gonna have to chump, I think. We will probably try to block the Scavenging Ooze and do the Munitions Expert trick, although that's not likely to work, given how much removal he's probably playing. Although, He's got a lot of great draws in his deck himself. This could be like a Bloodbraid Elf here, and then we're in trouble. Yeah, so attacking with the Scavenging Ooze might prove a costly mistake for him, but we'll see. So we force him to act and eat the Snoop. So any post-combat Chandras are out of the question. Yes, we want to use it. I guess you can double block here to prevent, like, a bolt getting you. But I kind of think that if I'm gonna win, I have to do this. I think we gotta just preserve our life total with this Raging Ravine. And I don't think he has anything because he Blood Crypted tapped, although it would suggest like a Kolaghan's Command. And we kind of get blown out by Kolaghan's Command here. And when I say kind of get blown out, I mean we don't get to kill the Skoos. But the Skoos is a lot less threatening than the Goyf over time, although they do the same amount of damage this turn. How's it going, Rodeo-san? Just playing a quick league on Sunday. Just got back to the city from my parents. And it's been a few days since I got a Goblins League in, so I figured, why not boot up the stream? We are already 1-0. We beat... What was that? We beat Living End with one Relic of Progenitus. Was enough to take them down. He is really contemplating giving away his last piece of removal, which he should definitely do. There's no way that it's incorrect here, because this attacks for 4. As a Raging Ravine player in the past, hitting me for 10 damage and putting me to 1 is definitely good enough next turn. You're not playing the type of deck. Where is my subscribe button? Not there yet. I'm not that official, but it's alright. I don't need subscribers. You had a good Living End match last night? I mean, there's a lot of play to it. Well, not a lot of play, but we have some... Thank you, command.exe, for following. There's a lot of cool things that happened. I mean, we won by... in game 1 by sacking our whole board with Skirk Prospector. Just having an infinite sack outlet like that gives you huge game. I used to... oh, he lost connection. That's what happened. Our opponent. When I used to play Elves, I used to have Viscera Seer in the board as a cord target because Living End was actually big at the time. So in response to Living End, you just cord out Viscera Seer and sack your whole board and it all comes back. Maybe that was like a rage thing? Maybe he like Alt F4'd in disgust? Because having nothing after that is like kind of weird. I think... So if he attacks with this, it's 8, and some of it's trample. I think that I just want to play out this while he has ostensibly no removal, because he didn't use it. And we'll take 4 from the Ravine, but we'll block and sack the Tarmogoyf. We'll gain a life. So we'll end up taking 3. Then next turn we'll be able to Ringleader with our Vial on 2. Yeah. This is... Oh! Oh, that blows. I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks. I don't even imagine he attacks at this point. Alright, he does. So we block the Tarmogoyf, we sack. Gotta be careful with that shit. That was just a foolish mistake he made. Taking up our Vial. We're in kind of a commanding position here. Ringleader, obviously an amazing card if it hits. He hits a Harbinger, which there's worse things to hit. I think I'm gonna attack with the Sling Gang because I'm not planning on blocking with it. And next turn we can Vial it in. If we draw a land, if we draw a land and we get this Kiki into play and we actually get to use it, that'll be big game. But we'll see. I mean, he's not gonna make the mistake with Raging Ravine. If we had gotten hit for 4 last turn, this turn we'd be getting hit for 5. So we would be at 1 and we'd be dodging bolts. So obviously in a much better position after he makes a mistake like that. There's no doubt about that. But we still wouldn't be dead. So something to think about. We left the Goblin Ringleader back in case he drew, like, Bloodbraid Elf or something. Blocking with, okay, that's something. You can't use them both, unfortunately. So, I want to say that we're going to play this Pyre. We're going to play the Pyre, we're going to Vial in our Harbinger, we're going to sack the Harbinger, we're going to get another Sling Gang Lieutenant. Or maybe we'll get another Ringleader. I think we'll get another Ringleader. It doesn't matter what we put on top. But we are going to check out what we can get. I think it's just right to get another Ringleader. Yeah. We could get a Kiki Jiki right now. And make a copy while we don't think he has removal. Actually, I kind of like that. Just get rid of this. Get rid of this Ringleader. Because he was F6th. Like, there's no... Oh, he wasn't F6th. I mean, he could blow us out. Maybe I'm supposed to do this. This is more damage this way. And then you sack this because it's going away. He's at 6 after that, and we have 5 goblins in play. Being able to get a hasty creature into play by vialing in the Harbinger and getting on another Ringleader could be enough to kill him if we have to sack our whole board even. So I think we win this one. Search for Snoop now. Another Kiki later. So I don't know if he has removal in his hand. We do know that he's not removing the Sling Gang, but in general, in the Jund matchup, I don't search for Snoops because they don't get value on ETB, and like, if you gain enough life, draw enough cards, you're winning against Jund. Like, right now, he has a ton of dead draws in his deck. He could draw a Thoughtseize, and, like, even if he ripped our Kiki out of our hand, it's not good. He could draw a Terminate, and even if he... Like, even this Kolaghan's Command is not... It doesn't shut us off, because a land is a good draw for us here. He got himself out of, like, just straight up losing. I obviously should have I obviously should have sacked that Kiki. I'm just too busy talking. So we're going to choose this. If we sack, he goes down to... oh, we just win if he attacks, and we sack our whole board. But I don't think we need to do that. I don't want to drain him for everything. He should be at 4, and we should be at 10. But I fucked up and didn't respond to the Kolaghan's command, and I should have. I just knew that the Kiki was dying, and I wasn't thinking fast enough. So here at our upkeep, we're going to set the top of our library. And we're going to use our Aether Vial. Because, like I was just saying, when you play enough ringleaders, you kind of... Oh, we can also just win here. We don't need the ringleader. Ringleader would draw cards, but this is the card we want to draw. So, there you go. So, one of the things, people who saw the last stream, I've been using this MTGO stats thing to just like upload my like mtgo.io or something like that. mtgmeta.io to like kind of just upload my no, that's not the right thing. To upload like my progress, win rates and stuff, because you can see this is when I got those 2 5-0s and 4-1s in a row. But mostly to check my matchups and see if they are, if they're what I think they are. Like, I thought Mono Green Tron was a bad matchup for me, and then I looked at the stats, and even though I feel lost playing it, and I must have lost for a long time over here against it, I'm like 80% against it. So I've been sorting by what I see the most. You can see I have horrible matchups against Mill and Blitz, and somehow they're the most common other than Tron. But Tron I have a great matchup against. But something that annoyed me on this website, I'm just going to make sure it's still searching, yeah, is that when you look up the Rakdos Goblins matchup against Jund, it's a 0%. And it's actually way closer to a 0% in our favor. Like, we have a great Jund matchup. But I think that something like 8-Whack, which maybe some versions play Black Goblins, 8-Whack has a terrible matchup against Jund. But we are kind of a Jund killer. Jund should be afraid when they play against us. Le Chimichangas. This hand is actually not bad. Vial is very powerful. Skirk is very powerful. Even if he's a Thoughtseize deck, we're in good shape. Unfortunately, it's one of our worst matchups in a burn deck. It could be burn, and it could still be prowess and black-red burn. It could be any flavor of burn right now. We're not going to give them the opportunity to burn our Skirk Prospector until it's relevant. Yeah, so it's Is It Blitz, which you saw we have like a 25% win rate against. You destroy Jund, but get wrecked by rock decks. Why is that? Are you playing differently against them? Because on the surface, I'm like, that doesn't make sense, but there might be a reason. The red cards in Jund are Bolt. I feel better against rock decks, to be honest, because they usually are running more Assassin's Trophies, and like Assassin's Trophy ramps us and lets us play the million goblins that we have and want. So, okay, here. I Violent Skirk Prospector, I play Mog War Marshal, I sack all of the War Marshal to get Matron into play. I search up Munitions Expert rather than Snoop, and then I try to kill Storming Entity, and I think that's how I'm winning this game, but I still don't see I still don't think that I'm winning this game if I do that, and I doubt that that's going to work. So what's a better line than that? I can still vial in this. I can play the second vial and wait a turn. Or I can Mogwar Marshal and wait. Just not pay Echo, but wait and save whatever amount of life. Maybe I just use the one of the Mogwar Marshals to get the vial out. I think that's the best play. I think I have to get the mountain, unfortunately. But we're doing this. I think this is... I don't think the other line wins most games. I don't think getting a munitions expert that does 3 is enough. Hopefully he doesn't have land spell. He does have land spell. We're in deep trouble. Yep. So we likely... We're gonna block here. We're likely losing this game. The 2 air threats are not good news for us. Obviously, Munitions Expert would not have been a better line there either, with the Lava Dart. Here I can grab the Swamp. We're so close to holding on. I'm really not sure. Like, we definitely can't combo with the Lava Dart in the graveyard, but we also can't kill anything unless he makes a mistake here. I do think that I have to get Munitions Expert into hand. And even if we don't get the opportunity to play it, drawing a land next turn gives us the opportunity to get, like, kind of an unstoppable one. I do wish that I had a better matchup against Izzet Blitz, given that I play against it more than anything. So we can force him to sack a mountain here. Maybe I was supposed to force him to sack a mountain last turn, but that doesn't seem right. The problem is that what Lava Dart gives them a prowess trigger, and it kills one of our goblins, so we're only doing 2 damage. And it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. I mean, I imagine he's going to be excited to sacrifice a mountain, but do I still have to do it? Let's see, because he's got +2/+2 already, so like this will be 4 + 5 plus my face. Oh, so I'm already dead. I'm actually already dead. So we just have to hope he makes a mistake here, but he's not gonna. Maybe we just forced him to make the right play, but so that is the wrong play, but we're still dead. Yeah. We're just dead in the air. All he has to do is turn sideways, but we have a lot of things in the board for this. I am tempted to bring in one of these relics. Mogwar Marshal blocks on the floor for a while. Combo is far less likely, but you kind of have to be all in on it. Ringleader is not going to happen more than once. What would I rather have a relic for? I guess... Wait, this ringleader was supposed to come out. Maybe Relic isn't. So the reason I'm thinking about Relic is for Lava Dart. Lava Dart is so good against us, but you're not really gonna take a Lava Dart. You're gonna... If I had Thought Seizes or Inquisitions, I would bring in the Relic. Because that's a good plan. Like, make sure he's got nothing. And then be able to cover your Boggart Harbinger with a Lava Dart. Or with a Relic against Lava Dart. But yeah, we don't have that. So he mulligans to 6 so far. And we have obviously 3 kill spells in hand. Now these aren't kill spells really yet, but we're hoping to get them there. If we kill his first guy, he might just like slam a naked he might just slam the naked hasty flyer, and that is really good for our munitions expert. So but here's a terminate to make it even better. But slamming a hasty 1/1 would be good for us, but no dice. We play the Blackleaf Cliffs and pass. We want to save this terminate for Big Birds, Stormwing Entity. He shocks, plays. Oh, it's probably Bolt into Stormwing Entity. Yeah. So let's see what he scries. I mean, we're definitely terminating this, but you want to wait for him to scry first. Scry's 2 cards on top. Well, I hope that this changes your plans enough that your 2 top cards are bad now. I doubt it, but we're gonna play this Crater Maker. It's good against a lot of the things that he can play without spell support, but it also just makes our munitions expert slightly better if we get to untap without using it. So, draws a card. That was probably one of them that he topped, because he would have played that much earlier. And here he scries 2. He puts 1 top and 1 bottom. So, threat on top likely. Yeah, it looks like he was just trying to chain together spells and he didn't get a chance because I killed his guy. Whoops. Goblin. It doesn't matter if he counters it most of the time, but we're signaling we don't have a terminate. Which maybe I shouldn't have done. But we'll swing at him for 5 here. So he's gonna bolt our guy. That's fine. We're still gonna hit him for 2. He lightning bolts our guy. Alright. He's got 2 cards in hand. I imagine that card he put on top is a Big Bird if he did that. And here's Manamorphose into Big Bird. Next turn we can untap. Oh, it's a Bedlam Reveler. Oh, that's really good. If he discards a fucking Lava Dart, nope, no Lava Darts, just Mutagenic Growths. But he did just draw 3. So we can double Munitions Expert here to kill it. I'm not sure I want to, but he is tapped out. And he just discarded one of his Mutagenic Growths. I kind of think I have to. I don't like it, but I think I have to. So we're gonna hold priority here. So the thing about wheel effects like that, where you discard your hand and then draw a bunch, it's like, oh shit, cancel. All right, I'm holding control to hold priority to get this other one into play. So the thing is, you don't get to pick what you have in your hand, right? You just drew. It's a velocity. It's not selection. So it's not like off of a Serum Visions or an Opt, where I can assume that he has a free spell or something like that there. So it's as good a chance as any to catch him without a free spell. Here comes a Manamorphose. As bad as it is to 2-for-1 yourself against a card that just drew 3 cards, having a bunch of Munitions Experts in play made a couple of our draws better, like Kiki-Jiki's. Even Matrons, because the Matron finds a Munitions Expert that is now 4 damage. And he even bolts our guys. I'm so surprised. He's pointed like a ton of his removal at kind of just shitty 1/1s. And if he would have just held on to it, like right now I'm empty-handed, if he played his, you know, his Sprite Dragon, whatever, and he pumped it up with all this burn, I would be so dead. Like the Burst Lightning he had to use to get his bird into play. Are we just gonna Pashalik Mons like a bunch of times? Damn, one of the few times... No, I guess it doesn't affect anything. So we're gonna hit him for 2. We can't just auto-yield because we want to be able to sack stuff. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna make... You can do it to himself, right? Yeah, so... We're gonna make 2 more goblins here. Hit him for 1. It looks like we might steal this game from him, but we're still not out of the woods. We only do 3 a turn, so it's gonna take us 3 turns to kill him. And there's a lot of blockers and things like that that he can draw to make our day worse. Kiki looks like a 2/2 haster on this board. The other option is you can hold it, but like, if you hold it, you're never getting around. You're never getting the thing out of his hand, and the difference between 1 damage and 2 damage is nothing. So like, maybe you trick him. So he Ether Gusts it. I'm willing to draw Kiki-Jiki again over a land, although there are much better draws, right? I think there are much better draws. Anything that's not a land is a much better draw, and Kiki doesn't actually change our clock. It gives us like a fake security blanket against drawn threats, but his threats are going to be super weak right now because he doesn't have a lot of flashback cards in his graveyard. It looks like he shaved Lava Darts based on his draw, or he's just getting really unlucky. So Agadeem is going to do something here. I can do it for 3. It's either Pashalik and Crater Maker or Chieftain and Crater Maker. Obviously Chieftain kills him this turn, 2, 4, 6, yeah, but Pashalik is just like, you're definitely dead, like no matter what. Oh, I can actually do it for 4, but I don't have any 4s. Well, Crater Maker's one of them. I think this doesn't matter. But I do think that... No, they both suck against removal, so... Just don't give him a chance to draw it, and if he's got it, he's got it. So Agadeem's helping us steal the game, although I do think that anything would have won there. But it was the only land that would win there, so... It lost me a game last week straight up, and here it wins me a game straight up. Although not straight up. I think points are still in favor of cutting it, but not quite yet. if you please. I am on my hands and knees. So that was fortunate. If you can, first of all, winning any number of games against Blitz always feels good. This hand, unfortunately, is not keepable. He kept 7. This you can cast Terminate with. This costs you 3 life, though. This has chances. I don't think you can reasonably mulligan this. Drawing the Swamp here, drawing it right now would be fine, but drawing it after playing this Crypt of Agadim would be like fucking backbreaking. The question is if I get this Vial down. Okay. I think... What do I think? This is rough. Because I don't want to shock, but I think I'm going to have to shock. But I could also... I just got to stay alive, right? And I got to stay alive till my Vial kicks in. So if I shock to play a Vial here, and then next turn play this tapped, and keep Fatal Push up, I think that that's okay. Because if I don't, I could get a Swamp, but then I can't play anything from my hand? No, I have to shock. Unfortunately. And I have to shock to play a Vial. So, like, if he... One of, like, the best plays he could make for us here is to play a Sprite Dragon. This is kind of one of the worst draws that he could have done to us. Just getting in for any amount of damage with this guy really hurts. Although it's only 1 extra, so... We took 2 extra because we shocked. But we are going to get to play this tapped because of it. Alright. That is annoying. I think I do still have to play this tapped, though. Even though it won us last game. I think we only get to keep 1 kill spell up anyway. And getting this into play without it hurting us. And then having 3 mana is, like, way more useful than the off chance that, it's way more useful than the off chance that we just keep drawing lands and don't need the 3 mana or something, you know? So there's the Sprite Dragon. We do kill the Sprite Dragon, if of anything. I mean, they don't likely play Stubborn Denial against us, because we're so creature heavy. But I do know that they have cards like that. So here we're going to keep up Terminate, and we'll even play a second Vial. If we have to Vial in the Crater Maker and shock, if we get to... Oh, we could do that now, couldn't we? I actually think that that's probably the play. If he has a mutagenic growth and he gets us here, it's like, okay. Alright, that's fine. Because that's like getting a bolt out of his hand. Like, I guess I could have stranded that in his hand as well by just terminating his guy. But it means he can't play Big Birds, although now he can. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I'm supposed to hold up Terminate. Yeah, I know. Last God, it's like... It's tough. It's very tough. Did he just pay the kicker on this, or is he just floating mana? It's just floating mana. He's trying to kill me right here. So maybe, is this Big Bird? It looks like Big Bird. No, he's drawing a card. All right. Is he looking for, like, Teamer Battle Rage? Well, now terminating his guy is, like, obviously extremely attractive. But we're low on life. I am not going to tick up, I don't think. Well, obviously I'm going to tick up on the one that has 0, but I don't think I'm going to tick up because I want to be able to play this Snoop. I don't mind just killing this now, but I would kill the Sprite Dragon again if he played one. We can try to block and see if we can bait out anything. So he bolts me. He's going all in. This is not a good play. Unless he has a counterspell. Oh, okay. He's not going all in. Well, we have to kill this. He is tapped out. So a Harbinger off the top here kind of wins. He must have boarded out. He must have boarded out his lava darts. I haven't seen a single one. That's kind of a crazy play. Auntie's Hovel top sucks. Sometimes you just draw lands and that's how you lose. You can play anything off the top except Kiki. Okay. I mean, that's a start. Unfortunately, I can't pull her off the top right now, can I? Because I don't have anything in my hand. But, I mean, I don't assume he plays Teamer Battle Rage, right? So, like, we're gonna block everything we can without losing the Conspicuous Snoop. And then we're gonna try to untap and win. Chances are low that that works, but we don't have many more turns here because... Oh, that's good that he played that. He's probably dead. Unless this is a bolt here. And it's not. He's dead. So good game. I'm sure he sees that. He's dead. But, him holding on to it and bluffing wouldn't have stopped us, so it would have been a bad bluff. So what he did is fine. It's just the rub of the green. So we get Matron. He's empty-handed, so it doesn't matter. Boggart Harbinger. He has no lava darts, correct? He has no lava darts. I can't even believe it. There's also a Harbinger on top, so we'll play it from there. We searched for a Harbinger, but... Wow. He says GG. GG, dude. Yeah, it was, that was wild. I almost want to tell him, like, in the future, don't side out Lava Dart. I can't win, or it becomes infinitely harder to win the second you have one Lava Dart in your graveyard. Not only is it good against the munitions experts and shit, but I can't combo. Not without a chieftain in play, at least. So... We stole that one. It was a bad board from him, but I can... I guess it's a sort of a nuanced thing that that Lava Dart is your best card in the deck, but it actually is. You on the die roll, would you like to play first? Yes, it's just so versatile. I got a hey, good luck, have fun. I'm giving him one back, but that means he's on mill usually. That's a... We're both 3-0, me and Philip Kumbe. We're just gonna obviously play the Skirk Prospector out. This is like a super fair Goblin's hand, and I would say it's fair in terms of like fair versus unfair and fair versus mediocre. Like, you know, how good is this hand? It's fair. It's like, okay, if he's on blue-white control though, we're in great shape because we have this cavern to play things uncounterably. I don't need to like do anything fancy if he's on blue-white control. And I don't want to expose... I don't want to expose the Cavern of Souls too early. Because if he's like opting and scrying and stuff, he might push a Field of Ruins to the bottom. So this looks like... Oh, it's a Living End again. My god. Alright, Living End is fine. What's with all these Living End decks today? I'm just gonna get the Munitions Expert into play. And you also want to get the Matron into play over the Chieftain. Obviously hitting no on this. The Skirk Prospector is probably our best card in the matchup. I mean, what do we hit him for? 6? No, it's just better to do this. And, there's no mono red flash, unfortunately. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, sack the Munitions Expert so I can search up another Munitions Expert and play it here. But... I assume he's gonna Living End next turn, right? He's got those hexproof guys. So, like, I kind of want to... Maybe I just get a Snoop into play. Oh, wait, cancel. Let's attack first. It's just smart to attack first. So he's a 14. The reason I'm attacking first, and like even though I'm probably gonna kill him with the combo if at all, you just get him closer to dead with like a random Sling Gang Lieutenant. And we're gonna be dumping our hand back into play. So we actually, if he Living Ends here, we're gonna be able to get a Sling Gang Tenant out of our deck, which like could be enough. This Munitions Expert is pretty good though, if we do end up drawing. These are likely cycles, but we can't F6. How's it going, Kalante? We've been doing good. We're at 3-0. One of them was Living End, one of them was Jund, one of them was Is It Blitz actually, which we stole. I think he boarded out all of his Lava Darts, which is like not good to do. It's looking more and more like Sling Gang Lieutenant's going to be a win here as he shocks himself. Because he's not going to have haste, right? He's going to Living End. We're going to have a board full of goblins. We're going to have at least 4. So, it looks like we've won this game. Yeah. It does. Oh, were you here earlier? You saw the living end? Yeah. So this gains flying. I okayed through that without reading it, which is obviously bad. But I saw that he was cycling it, and I just didn't... I don't even know. It's not good to do that. So he's not going to cast it. And we're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if he doesn't do anything. We could do that, or we could play Boggart Harbinger. I like playing Boggart Harbinger because even if he, like, interacts with it, he can't ever cast Living End. I guess he can do the... Okay, well, that's a thing. So at this point, I think on the stack, I'm supposed to go for it right now. Yep, he's dead. I'm not gonna do the save targets. Alright. Because he's at such a low life total, and he looked like he was processing it, trying to figure it out. Living End players get erratic. So I'm gonna bring in the Crater Maker because it can sack itself, but in general, I think Pyre is way too slow. Although you can search for a Prospector with Pyre. But then you have to have a token out to do that, and it's like Mog War Marshal or Sling Gang. Probably not good. Krenko really doesn't do it, but Krenko plus Chieftain does it. Mog War Marshal gets into the graveyard on its own as well. Maybe you just shave one. Call it a day. Yeah, I forget what I say sometimes. I do realize I just mentioned it. So Living End, I don't know what's going on. Why so many Living Ends? Does somebody know, is there a prelim or a challenge going on right now? Because if there is, then it kind of makes sense that you get like some weird non-tier... It's not that it's not tier, but you get some like weird older decks. Ugh, this is like such a bad hand, but it has a relic. Do I keep a hand that can't combo but has a relic? I think you do. I think I have to keep this. The last Living End opponent conceded to turn 1 relic, not turn 2 relic. I have a feeling that they just don't interact well with this card being held up. So here we go. And then next turn we get to hold up relic in every way. He could like fucking spell pierce this, but yeah. I think Chalice would fucking own us in this matchup. Because all of our relevant cards are 1 mana. So if he played Chalice, we would be in trouble. So he has to look for a way to remove this before So, alright, so if I play the Snoop out, he can cycle and get 1 guy into play. And then I still have, obviously, all this in hand. Oh no, he can't even get 1 guy into play, because I'll remove it. Alright. We're good here. Got another Snoop on top. Kind of not what we wanted, but... kind of want lands. But Snoop will do. Obviously, if he cycles any creature, I'm relicking it. Especially his hexproof creature. Now he could in response, he could have done the 2 life cycle guy and kept his 5/5 hexproof creature, which would suck for us, but he didn't have it, it looks like, so I'm glad I did it in response. I forgot that he could get these guys into play via, you know, a bunch of cycling. Yeah, I think getting the Snoop is fine, and now we can't play this Snoop. We have to hold up Relic because we can't afford to. We can't afford to have. Although I guess I could. No. We can't afford to have him get a 4/3 and a Swamp Walker into play. Although we don't have any. We don't have anything yet. I can always flash a Munitions Expert to give us slightly more beats if he doesn't go for it. But he's gonna go for it. So can I beat... Oh no, he doesn't go for it. Damping Matrix. Activated abilities of artifacts and creatures can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Well, I have the 2 Crater Makers in, but I don't have them right now. And so now I want to look for a Skirk Prospector. So I guess I have to cycle this. Unfortunately. Because I won't be able to use it. So Harbinger on top would have been interesting if we could combo it all, but we can't. So we can find a Skirk here. I mean, he knows about the Harbinger, so we can reveal it. Do I play Matron and find a Skirk and hope he doesn't cycle via his life? Oh, I can't kill it with Crater Maker, you're right. So we need a Skirk. Do we play Matron, find Skirk, or do we play Chieftain, hit him for 5? If we hit him for 5 this turn and he just cycles a bunch next turn without living ending, it's not hard to hit him for the remaining 9. We would be able to... I mean, you'd have this, and then if you cast another Snoop, it's another 3. That's 8, and then if you had 1 land... How's it going, JD? Thinking about what to do with this Matron, and I think we have to play the Matron. I don't think we have an easy way to kill him, like, deterministically. So I think what we have to do here is we have to Matron for a Skirk Prospector. We actually get to discard something into our graveyard. And I believe we're gonna discard Munitions Expert. Although right now this Munitions Expert sucks. You could put Kiki Jiki in there early because it's gonna be hard to get into the graveyard. I kinda like putting Kiki Jiki in there because Munitions Expert is a cheap goblin to play with Skirk and this Chieftain. So I believe he has to hold up his living end here in case we go to kill him. Wow, just endless Harbingers. Gonna play the Skirk. Okay, so now we're pretty safe in general. I don't think that there's a better way to do it than this. Just gonna hit him for a bunch. We have a good graveyard for when he living ends. And a munitions expert in hand. Finding a sling gang puts him dead. Alright, so we win. We're at 4-0. Yeah, it's a Cascade deck. So there's I'll show it to you before we go for the 5-0. Because I'm gonna make a phone call as well. How do I get to my collection? There's a blue-white card. Not these cards, those are just the ones I own. They used to use Violent Outburst and Demonic Dread, which is target creature can't block this turn. But now they use Ardent Plea. I don't know what pushed it over. I think it's that 5/5 blue hexproof creature that pushed it over the top to make the blue better than the red-green, the Jund options. Yeah, this used to be the other one. I don't know what they're... Because they definitely play 8 of these, or they should. I just don't know which ones they play, but I do know they play 4 of this one. Ardent Plea. Yeah. It always used to come up. Like, anybody who has brewed a Cascade deck has done this search before and, like, seen that spell and been like, damn, like, that's a weird card, Exalted. Like, it sticks in your brain. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna make a phone call, and we'll be going for 5-0. Let's go to this be right back screen and have my huge record show there. I'll be right back.
Seen unclearly. What is a man deep down inside? But a raging beast with nothing to hide. Upside down, inside down. Balls and long, the only game in town. The only game in town. Power, the only game in
Yo! Alright, we're back. We're back going for 5-0. This is gonna be my last game no matter what. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and meet my girlfriend. We're gonna make dinner. So I had even less time than I thought I did. Yeah, so Demonic Dread needs a target, and it's like... No, I think it's... Is it Violent Outburst that gives +1/+0? I don't even know. But that's why they stopped playing it, I guess. And the blue cyclers are just really good. They fly, they have hexproof. But I don't even know how good Living End is in general. We beat it twice in this league. And it's not like well, no, I think I have a good matchup against Living End, actually. Because I have 3 main board cards that, like, they don't shut them down, but I'm a deck that wants to keep creatures in play. So if I can sack my whole board to get it back into play, not only do they have enter the battlefield effects, but then I'm like, you know, comboing sometimes and just getting value. I always wish there was a Goblin that interacted with graveyards somehow, but because then I wouldn't be playing 3 of these relics, I'd be playing something else. So that looks like a Blackcleave Cliffs, an Aether Vial, Skirk Prospector. Unfortunately, what we have here is Matron. The Kiki is not good. But this is a fair hand. It's a fair hand. Hashlik Mons is decent. Skirk and... I mean, 2 lands, a Cavern, a Skirk, a Matron with the Aether Vial. I think I have to keep this even though the Kiki doesn't do anything. I think I've played Bariga before. I would know what kind of thing he's on. This is really bad against Is It Blitz? It's probably really bad against Storm, too. But if this is an Is It Blitz draw where it's like turn 2 Big Bird off of a Manamorphose, it'd be rough. Yeah, Commander is really hard to get bogged. I mean, it's really... Imagine you're sitting... Imagine you're sitting... I mean, you see it here all the time, right? I'm saying, well, what's in my opponent's deck? What's in my deck? What could he play? What could I play? But now you have a multiplayer game where every card is unique. So there's 60 unique cards and probably 60 more for each deck where you have to think about how it could interact, right? So if you attempt to go down the decision trees, they're so wide that you're just going to get paralyzed. So if you don't have just a fun, let me slam this spell no matter what. Oh, I play dragons. If I draw a big dragon, I'm going to play it like a Timmy. If I don't know. My whole thing is constructing this giant thingamajig machine. And if I slowly work towards that and I draw cards to get to it and whatever. If you don't have like a singular vision, it's going to get slow. So every time you have a tutor spell, every time you have like a decision of, is this too strong? It's gonna be slow. It's hard enough to fetch the right lands. You know what I mean? So we are in a little bit of trouble here. So what I could do I could have gotten a Matron into play at just the cost of 1 Skirk Prospector, but now I can't even do that because I played the Skirk Prospector so I could get both into play. I don't think getting the Matron into play was even the right call. We're going to have to make a very big munitions expert to try to fight this. They don't seem hard, but it's always like... There are so many... There's just so much going on. I don't know. The format has become difficult to manage for anyone. I'm not a fan of where Commander went. Beginning, it was a ton of fun. Tribal They should just make like a commander that's all tribal. That would be fun. Like, all of your cards have to have this word on them. Whether it's Goblin, or Draw, or Counter, or... That would be... That's the next step for Commander. All your cards share at least one of these words. And if you want to be like more lenient about your deck building restrictions, then then what? I guess you could make the list of words longer. Yeah, so we're probably dead. This is as close to a guaranteed 4-1 as I can imagine. But no, so JD, the problem with Commander is that the decks aren't... If you're not really linear, and we look super dead here, I'm just gonna file this in so I can F6. If the Commander decks aren't really linear, then you have a turn cycle that takes 45 minutes. And like, the only quote-unquote good thing that a tutor has ever done for Commander is it ended the game by searching up the most powerful card. But that's not even the point of Commander, that you can search up your most powerful cards game after game, right? So it's like... Yeah, I agree, Kalante. You and a lot of people feel that way, myself included. Wow. This is... We're in bad shape, guys. Obviously here, if we draw a land, we're going to go for a munitions expert. We're already at 12. I guess I have to do that. Although... Alright, because all of his stuff is in the air, I can just try to survive. I think that's what I have to do. This attack damage doesn't matter, but I'm gonna attack with one of them. We're gonna matron up a Snoop, and then we're gonna matron up a Harbinger, and hope that he doesn't hit any lava darts, because we're dead pretty much any other way. Even if I got a munitions expert right now and killed his Sprite Dragon, he's still got this storming entity, which is huge and gonna kill me. Although I guess I could tutor up another munitions expert. But if that worked, wouldn't my combo just work? That is the question. If that worked, wouldn't the combo just work? So I can kill Sprite Dragon right now. It'll cost me 2 life, but he'll hit me with 3 if I don't. So it's just life positive to do that. And that's assuming he used mutagenic growth and light up the stage, and all the shit he has. But if he doesn't find a lava dart, and if he has a lava dart, that doesn't work, that play, by the way. Alright, it's settled. Because both lines rely on him not having a lava dart for them to work, we're going for the combo. That's it. That's the reason. Both lines require there being no lava dart. Oh, I was supposed to play the Blood Crypt. Whoops. It's gonna cost me 2 life now. I mean, I can play it without it if I don't have to block, but... Well, there's the lava dart. I think I'm just dead to lava dart specifically, right? Yeah. I guess he couldn't have cast his lava dart right then. And I could have munitions experted. But this is a tough matchup for us, no matter what. I don't think Skirk Prospector is good. I think Pyre of Heroes is too slow. Ringleader is too slow. And the combo is really unlikely. Hopefully this guy boards out lava darts like the last guy did. Getting about 100 million text messages right now. Oh. All right. The fact that it's yeah, but I've played with even the best players, Jade, like players that in a vacuum. I think I have to keep this? No. I mean, if I draw a land, this has huge upside. And he has 7. I guess you mulligan. Keep this. Do I keep the Crater Maker? I think I have to throw back those 2. And like, Matron will get me whatever the game looks like it needs at the time. I'm just gonna reveal this Matron. But I've played with players much better than me, and it doesn't matter who's playing Commander. The game always grinds to a halt, period, as soon as a decision must be made. Because there's just too much. And everybody has their own input on what decision should be made, which they call politics, but honestly, even just people who are interested in the correct play, the decision tree is so large because the decks are so big. We're not bluffing anything, and we're just going to kill everything he plays. And hopefully we draw lands to end the game while he has nothing in hand. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good the players are. The best players I know, it ends up the same way. And the other players I know that I would consider, maybe they're worse than those guys, I don't even know. But the point I'm trying to make is they've made the smarter decision, which is just not to play Commander anymore. Like, we just play Legacy now, and it has the same vibe somehow because anybody can play whatever they want. There's a million strategies, the interactions there, you're tutoring, you have powerful, you put 2 on top, damn. So, I mean, I hope that he didn't sniff out that Terminate and he put 2 spells on top, not creatures, but we'll see. Need lands, in case I didn't say that. I don't, like, you know, it's not anybody's fault, is what it comes down to. That Commander got that way, other than Wizards. But and once it stopped being what it started as, all of the charm is gone, and it's a really slow fucking game. So it's not like I can even sit there and enjoy a beer and just see old hits from Magic history. I see new card after new card after new card. I'm gonna take 1 from this. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he plays something else here? No. We're still gonna kill it. Because obviously one of our best draws is a land here. Land. There we go. Okay. Yeah, having a balanced table is important. No, well, again, so usually, what do I get here? Do I want to just draw cards, or do I want to get Snoop to draw cards? I mean, I have a Kiki-Jiki. I have to be able to play whatever I get, right? That's ideal. So my options for more cards are Matron, Snoop, and that's it. So I guess I'm going to get Snoop. I'm not getting Snoop to combo here, but he's obviously very vulnerable to removal as far as card advantage engine goes, and he has played none of his removal, so maybe that was a bad call, but I couldn't rely on drawing a land, I don't think. As I draw the land, yep, there it is. Well, because we're gonna play him out no matter what, and see what's on top. Let's move the stack over here. So there's a Matron on top, so we can not combo next turn, but we can find a Ringleader next turn. We have a chance this game. Blitz is bad. I get what you're saying, JD, but so the group that I played with, the only time I play Commander anymore, the group that I play with, they have all the decks. They made them all. They're all of similar power level. They can tell you exactly what their power level is. They know every card in every deck. And it still just grinds to a halt. There's just no way to keep it moving. So there goes our Snoop. We might actually Matron for a Sling Gang Lieutenant, given that we have Kiki in our hand. Because if we get to copy this Kiki, or if we get to copy Sling Gang with Kiki, I don't think we're losing that game. The same might be said for Ringleader, though. So I'm not really sure. Ringleader obviously is flashy and can force removal out of him by drawing more Snoops. And if you copy that with Kiki, well, if we ever get Kiki-Jiki in play, actually, we're probably winning because of Sling Gang. So you know what? Or because of Kiki-Jiki and Matron. So we'll get Sling Gang, and then we'll just be gaining life, putting pressure on, and you know, obviously one of the worst things he can play is like Manamorphose, Serum Vision's Big Bird, because then we have to find answers. But Kiki will find the answers. Yeah, if you kill the first couple guys from them, they kind of fall apart. I think I do want to play the Snoop out here instead of the Sling Gang. Like, you're attacking for 4 instead of 5 next turn, but like, Snoop can pull stuff off the top. He demands an answer. He might think that that's why I searched for Sling Gang instead of anything else, because I already have the combo. But Sling Gang, if you get it into play and it dies, it kind of sucks. And now with this Blackleaf Cliffs, actually, our curve is working out nicely. For those of you who have just joined us, this is unfortunately our last game, but we are going for 5-0 here with Goblins. This will be our 3rd Goblins trophy if we get it. Alright, so now he's got Soulscar Mage, which means our attacking gets worse. We can still force through 1 damage next turn, which we might do. Although this looks like a grindy game. So maybe like maybe it's good enough to sit around and try and have 2 opportunities to try and copy your Matron, but I think I'm going to be copying the Sling Gang Lieutenant if I'm allowed. I just don't want him to bolt and eat my Snoop when I attack. He might just fuck us here. I'm gonna attack with these two. We have things in play that we'd like to copy with Kiki, so it's not a big deal. And eating removal before... Oh, Kozilek's return! That card is so good. Alright, so... I mean... Obviously, I'm gonna sack my whole board. I wish we could shuffle, but all we've got... Oh, no, 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 no! Alright. All we've got is Kiki. I don't know why he isn't just F6ing. He's at 8, and I have a Kiki Jiki that I'm going to be able to play next turn onto an empty board. If we draw Agadim the Undercrypt, we can play it. He might hit us for, like, roughly $1 million here, though. So we'll see. These Manamorphose chains can go on for quite a while. Anyway, I was saying before I got interrupted by a Kozilek's return that just hurt me to my core. This is going to be our last game. We're going for 5-0. We're playing a random Goblins League on Sunday. Normally I stream weekdays after 8, usually 8 or 9 I'll start. And I'll play 2 leagues. I pretty much only play Goblins. Oh, I have to make red mana. I pretty much only play Goblins, so when you tune in here, that is what you'll see if I'm playing Magic. I stream other games occasionally when, you know, it allows. I may be playing some Paper Legacy on stream soon via Spell Table. It might be too ugly. It might be too difficult to get working. I'm not surprised that this eats a bolt. But we'll see how that goes. Paper Legacy via Spell Table, meaning I tilt my webcam down. I won't be on stream. You'll hear my voice. And probably whoever else I'm playing with. I play Painter in Legacy, if that is interesting to you. I imagine that Goblins and Painter have a lot of overlap. But I probably only imagine that because I am the overlap. But Goblins players seem like fans of Blood Moon, so I think it'll go over well, at least as far as tech choice. Alright, we look dead here. So, that might be happening soon. But, you follow, the Goblins will scream at you. If you're too embarrassed to follow because of that, that's fine. I'm going to be ending the stream in a few minutes, so do it then. I know that follow notifications are really annoying, but I have no notifications in general anyway. So I don't think that they're really a detriment to the stream. Like, let's be honest. And I don't get that many followers anyway. If it was like they were subscribing and shit, maybe, but whatever. But thank you for joining us on Sunday afternoon as we wind down and lose this game, I think. The best card to draw, believe it or not, is not Sling Gang Lieutenant. Because we can't actually attack for the win through these ground blockers. So I think we have to get Ringleader if we want to win. And maybe we're preventing him from going all in on something by holding up this mana. I don't know. But we know we're not drawing another land, so it's not going to hurt us. Yeah, I took a look at Spell Table to test it. It seems cool. It's my setup and my opponent's setup that I'm not sure about. In that, like I can hover over their cards when they have glare, but if my cards have glare, then you guys don't get to see them. You know what I mean? Paper is just a much different beast, and without, I probably won't be able to. I'm not gonna be talking to chat, right? Like, I'm gonna be talking to chat. You guys won't know my hand. I'm gonna be talking to my opponent. It's just different. We'll see how it works out. I might not enjoy doing it, you know? Oh man, I made all red. How did I end up with black mana? Alright, so, I mean, we have draws that could theoretically kill him here. He has no lava darts. Do I play the Munitions Expert or do I play the Boggart Harbinger? So, if I swing with this Ringleader, a Bolt kills me, right? Because then comes, I go to 6, and he's got 6. He's got 7 actually. If I try to bolt this, or if I try to kill this, a Bolt kind of gets me because I can't kill any of his creatures, and he can kill one of my creatures or hit me in the face. And then I take 3. Then next turn I'll take probably 1 from one of these guys, and then whatever he's got in hand. I think the play here actually is not to get Munitions Expert and to get Sling Gang Lieutenant. Now that we have a healthy number of goblins and can then Munitions Expert and kill and blah blah blah. So I'm probably dead to Bolt either way. If I attack here, he bolts this, and I take I take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't die. He has to bolt this. So I think that means I attack with this, because it makes our Sling Gang Lieutenant lethal if he doesn't have Bolt. Or Lava Darter or something like that. I'm calling it Bolt, but... But I think we're about to die. I think we're going to get shut out of our 3rd trophy. And not a moment too soon. Because I told her I would try to get there by 4. But I said 4:15 was more likely. So we'll see. Playing band. Alright. Play something though. I'd like to see what's a hand that would give me confidence. I guess just concede, right? Because if he has nothing, he'll concede. If he has nothing, if he just attacks here, what do I do? If he attacks, I'm dead to Manamorphose into Lava Dart. But I'm probably dead to Manamorphose into Lava Dart anyway, right? Because then it's 4 in the air. No, it's more than that in the air. It's 5 in the air, plus the Lava Dart takes me for 2. I'm dead to Manamorphose plus Lava Dart anyway. So if he just swings, I am not gonna block. And he only swings with that guy because he knows that I can kill him, but he doesn't realize, oh, I guess I'm 1 off of killing him. He doesn't know that I have the Munitions Expert, or he forgot that I have the Munitions Expert. Because that makes 6. That makes, Munitions Expert is my 6th Goblin. And I can play it all. So this kind of loses to everything what he's doing here. He might just not be accepting that he's dead. Now the question I have to answer is, do I play the Sling Gang Lieutenant first, and then if he tries to kill it, I'm Munitions Expert in response? Is he gonna, like, Kozilek's return here? What is this? He would have Kozilek's return before. Oh, he just, like, straight up plays it. So I think I do play the Sling Gang first and see if this is a bolt, because I can still kill his Storming Entity, which probably still puts me dead, but we'll see. There's been a lot of tanking back and forth for these 2 turns, and he puts one on top, one on bottom, and I think it actually didn't matter. So we'll play this first. Try to resolve this trigger. The trigger resolves, I think he's dead. And he's tanking as if he can stop me from resolving this trigger, or at least respond. And so here's that. What is this? An opt? It's gonna Vapor Snag the Sling Gang Lieutenant. So, in response... I mean, we don't need to do it in response, actually, but... So if we kill this and swing, does he have to block? If I kill Storming Entity and I swing with these 2 and I've sacked Munitions Expert and Sling Gang Lieutenant, he's at 4. He only has to block 1 of them. I think I have to... Does getting rid of a blocker matter? Or not? Getting rid of attackers, that's gonna matter. Because... Oh no, I'm not gonna get rid of a blocker. Oh, okay. This guy just promises to get bigger. I forgot, I'm not gonna get rid of a blocker because these get the prowess trigger. So I can't really force any damage through. All this time spent thinking about nothing. So I can, to save 1 life, I can sack my Sling Gang to itself. But I'm not gonna. But I'm gonna be at 6. Do I want to sack like Munitions Expert? I don't think so. He put top bottom, right? He put top bottom. So actually I think I have to... I'm gonna sack Munitions Expert. So that I'm not dead to just a bolt. That's why I did that. Because he topped something, and if it's Manamorphose, there's no telling. Yeah, so it looks like he did top a bolt. Wow, that was a close game. Maybe we'll get the 5-0. Oh, damn! I need water. Plant needs water too. Fuck. Plant is so dry. Oh no. Do I keep this really bad hand? No, this hand doesn't do anything. You saw how good just killing his few threats was. Even on a Multi 5, we can win. You know, I've been away a couple days. And I'm not good about watering it even when I'm here. Alright, so this hand is garbage, but you can't really... I don't think you can win on 4. We want to be able to play Terminates and Fatal Pushes if we draw it, but this This looks like the beginning of the end for us, boys. He has to have an atrocious hand, and I think he kept on 7. No, he kept on 6. And that's one of the best starts he can have, so... Getting 1,000 phone calls. So, that is scary, and this is also not good. Although, kind of strange to play it in that order. He could have attacked us, wooded foothills. I mean, I'm glad he's going to lose this lava dart, probably. But, I mean, even the one lava dart kind of fucks our day up. So, without fatal pushes and terminates, we weren't going to be in great shape here, no matter what. I think I have to play Snoop here. Because, like, him killing our Crater Maker, like, we're definitely dead. And him killing our Snoop is kind of, like, what we expect, so... And again, forcing the spells out of his hand and not at our face is okay. Is he gonna double Lava Dart this? Or no? What is he gonna do here? I mean, we have to draw miracle cards, and actually, we might already be dead now that I'm looking at this Aether Vial on the top and really realizing that that means even a Fatal Push is gonna be another one underneath that we can't draw. So... But here, if he just plays Lava Dart, he hits me for 6. I'm at 7. I untap. I try to kill a Swift Spear. And then this has to be a Terminate, and he has to have nothing. That's obviously pretty unlikely. If I cared about my time... Whoa. You've, I mean, I'll block, because this is not surviving. What does that say about his hand? Maybe I wasn't supposed to block. No, but I can't combo, so the Snoop, like, all the value in the Snoop is in pulling stuff off the top, or... Like... I don't know. I think I had to do that. So now my Crater Maker doesn't get him, by the way. So I probably should have played the Anti-Hovel. Because he has Lava Dart in the yard, I cannot get him, so I have to block. That's the most value I'm getting out of this. That is a promising sign, but... Okay. Maybe he makes a huge fuck up here? I can't imagine that he does, though. It's... The sequencing in burn-style decks is tough. And he's about to fuck up sequencing, if anything. Because if he plays like a Serum Visions here... No, that wouldn't even fuck him up. I don't even know. If he... What was that? Wow, this is one of the worst things he could have played. So he is fucking up his sequencing. He's gonna attack. I'm gonna get to eat a Swift Spear or kill his Sprite Dragon. So We'll see. Like, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna block a Swift Spear. I'll let it go to damage. And I'll eat it. Or he has to Lava Dart to try and pump. And then I kill his Sprite Dragon. So, we'll see. I have draws that probably don't win me the game, but kind of help out. I mean, Matron is decent because we have a Vial on 3. And the fourth mana to play things. That's, I don't know if I like that. Not sure I like that. I'm gonna play this and not reveal. We kind of have to hope we force him into it again. 1 second. So, do we respond to this? I think we do respond to this. So we respond here with our Goblin. We try to kill his Sprite Dragon. If he Lava Darts, we then, in response, we kill his Sprite Dragon again. So he lets it happen, which is shocking. If we win this is a miracle. I don't know, man. Like, those were some rough plays. I think, so how many of them do I block? He's got Lava Dart, so actually if I don't block, I'm dead. I think what I have to do is just block here. I really need to find either a matron or like a ringleader. So we're gonna block. If he lets the damage go through, do we try at end of turn? Because then he just Lava Darts us, right? And then he's got 2 1/2s and an extra card off his Islet. And he's got another Soulscar Mage that he can't save. No, he can save it. Yeah, we just pass. A lot of good draws here. War Marshal not the worst draw, but also not the best draw. I mean, we get to block, so we get like 1 more turn. We could theoretically double block and force a Lava Dart out of him. But you don't want to try and do any double blocks where you just kind of get there on damage because, again, Lava Dart will change all that combat math really quickly, not just with his prowess, but because he kills our thing. We're dead to a lot of spells, though. Burst Lightning kills us. What did he just do? I don't know what that big whoosh sound was, but nothing seems to have happened. He's got 2.5 minutes left, so he's feeling the time pressure for sure. He plays Kozilek's Return. It's the Kozilek's Return actually. We're doing this just to do it. It doesn't actually change anything. We're gonna vial in the War Marshal after all of this happens and he attacks and all that. And we can't double block. Oh, we actually killed his Swift Spear. I didn't even realize that would happen. So that's actually really good for us. And we could double block. In fact, I think we're going to. Although, no, he still has a lava dart, doesn't he? Yeah, he still has a lava dart. So we can't really double block. I wonder, you think he forgot the lava dart in his graveyard? Oh, I mean, it would have saved that. Yeah, you're right. But it glows. How do you forget it? Like, I could, in paper, yes. I would be like, he forgot it. No doubt. But here? I mean, he's not F6ing. So I gotta imagine he thinks he's got it. He's got 1 minute and 20 seconds on his clock. So there's the lava dart. It's the worst possible lava dart I could imagine. Because he can wait for me to double block and kill my guy. Like, he's just informed me that I'm not dead. Because he has no more lava darts. I think I'm not supposed to block the other one. I'm dead to a bolt, but I'm probably dead to a bolt anyway? Although it's not like I can attack, and saving 4 life is pretty good. Like, I'm not going to attack to win here. We want to be able to Kiki Jiki, so we're going to hit yes on both of these. We want to be able to Kiki Jiki just to block. So Ringleader, good draw. Conspicuous Snoop and Pashlik Mons, also good. Had we not ticked up that vial, we could have played all 3, but I still think it was right to do this. I think he just didn't realize, the same way I didn't realize, that his Swift Spear would die once I did that. Because the prowess math just gets annoying. So it's easy to say, like, you have to do all these, like, plus and minuses in your head, and when you cast Kozilek's Return, you've only got 1 toughness left, so I took out 2 toughness, so it was like a -2. It's... I don't know. I could see missing it, because I missed it. I did that just because it didn't cost me anything. I didn't do it because it was good. I think here, given that I don't know the contents of his hand, I'm gonna double block. Although... that puts me dead to bolt? He's got 41 seconds and that puts me dead to bolt. I have to be able to pull something off the top with Snoop to win this game, I think. If he has nothing, we get to kill one of his guys and we get to block another turn anyway. But... I think I should have pointed them both at one guy, but he just has nothing. He just made a really bad attack. I think he must be kicking himself, and he's panicking with 30 seconds. Okay, Storming Entity kills us pretty quickly. He has to scry. I mean, he's got 25 seconds. I don't want him to lose because of time. He put 2 cards on top. I don't know if that's just because he's panicking. So I want to hit yes and no. Yes. And then no. Oh, Krenko's a good draw if we had... Damn. If we get another turn, Krenko is amazing. It doesn't look like we're necessarily going to get another turn here, though. 2 spells kills us, 1 burn spell kills us. I'll concede to him if he has it. He doesn't have it. Oh, Mountain Lava Dart actually is it. Do I go for the trophy, or do I concede? I think I have to concede. I think it's just right to concede. I could hit F6 and see if he gets there. But this is what I've got. He legitimately can't do it in time. It's too much money, I guess. I don't know. I feel a little bit bad about it, but he had me dead. That happened to me at the challenge. That's a trophy that kind of feels bad, but it's the third trophy, and it's a lot of money in the MTGO bank account to try and break even. Fucking peanuts. I know, dude. I can't even believe it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go make dinner. I guess we got a trophy. This is Sundays of the big leagues. That's when people time out and get timed out. I should have learned that last time. Yeah, it's not really much of a grats me too. I mean, we stole that game. It's not like I stole 10 minutes of his time. I stole like 5 seconds of his time, so I feel less bad than what Penis did to me, where he made me combo 3 times in a row, and then I lost to the client. Like, not even really time, just the client. And he just played slow. So, it's time to dump the Agadim? It won me... I beat Blitz twice today, and one of them was because of the Agadim. So, I don't know. But that's obviously not your average game against Blitz, winning because you get to cast a 6-mana Crypt of Agadim. But it was post-board, and we had terminated and fatal pushed like 3 of his things. Anyway, I do have to go. Thank you for joining. Please follow the stream. I stream most weeknights, or like 3 nights a week, usually at 8 or 9, around 8 or 9. You know, between then is when I start. And I usually play 2 leagues a night. I'm not going to be able to play any of these challenges for a couple weekends just because Easter and birthdays and shit are coming up, so there's a lot of family stuff. But when I do get a chance, I will be joining one, and I'll be streaming that then. Anyway, thank you. I guess I should raid somebody if you guys want to stick around to watch me find somebody to raid. But I know that most of you won't, so thank you. I'm still going to raid someone. We'll find who it is. Just a second. Somebody playing Modern on Modo. Modern Core Tribal from Nikachu? Nikachu's too big. Nikachu's too big. Modern Green-Black Rock Gamer. Basic Land Shark. You got it. We're going to be raiding Basic Land Shark. Tell him I said what up. I'm not going to be there watching. But I'll have it on in the background. Raid Basic Land Shark. Anyway, whoever said they lose more to Green Black Rock than Juns, you could get some insight as to why. But I don't think you should. So we'll see. Anyway, have a good weekend, guys.